What's up guys, welcome to the video number 10 of this sequence that I'm developing a project integrated with AI. And in this project I developed a full stack project that calls the Google Gemini model to translate a word and generate some sentences to it. So in this video we are going to integrate this front-end interface with the backend itself. So we will retrieve the latest translation here and also the translation history here. So let's start. I'm going to do this first in mobile to do mobile first behavior. And the first, I don't know if you guys remember, but in some of the last videos I said that we would uh, do some feature before call the AI model to have some cache result. Like if someone has already been done this translation before, and I am trying to do the same translation, it will not call the AI model again. It will just return the cached result. Like, let me try to explain better. If someone in in another user, another account, uh, already did this translation of this word, like bigger, if this translation is stored in my database, and then another user trying to translate the same word, the system will not call the AI model again. It will just return this same translation stored in the database and register this translation to this user that is calling. So yeah, by doing this, it will reduce the costs. Like it will call the AI model less times. So let's start by doing this. So here in my model Gemini that I make all the treatment and call the AI model itself, I will just before call the AI model, I will check if the word to translate uh, is stored in my database, in fact. So let's start by creating a function here just to separate the things. Async function. I will call uh, get translation. I think we can create this function inside this generate translation function because it will be called just here. So async function get translation. Then I will just have here uh, translation already sorry, translation already exists equals await Prisma client. On the table translations, I will try to find the first value where target word is equal this word to translate. And if yes, if this word to translate is stored in my database, I will just return. Let me select the options I want to select. I will just return the entire translation register itself, but I will include uh, the phrases to return. So I want to return all phrases related to this translation. So okay, and then I will just return translation already exists. Okay, Okay, so here we can just, in the beginning of the function, I will just check. So const translation. Here I will just call translation, and here I will call translation already exists is equal await get translation. Okay, so if if translation that exists, I will just return, I think I can just return the data in the same format here. So I will create a type here, type Gemini response is equal zod.infer, okay, and then I will create a const here, relation object is equal to this Gemini response type, and then I can just input word to translate, output is equal to translate translation dot translated word, okay, dot content phrase 1 translated is equal to this translated content, and then just add to the phrase 2, and the same for the phrase 3. Okay, so now we have this parent function, like generate translation, return always the same output format. So okay, and then I will just return this information right here. Okay, so what's gonna happen, in this action right here, that generate the translation itself, when we call the Gemini.generate translation function, it will automatically check if the word is stored in my database, and if not, it will call the Google Gemini service. But if this word is stored in the database, it will just return like as a cached result, and then it will store again for the user that is calling. So let's see if it's working. So let's just run the Prisma Studio here to see the database working. Okay, we have let's see what we have. We have two translations here because of the C script. So let's try to translate this hello phrase here. But to test, I'm going to add a console log here when I call this model right here. So console log called Gemini service. Okay, so if this function call the Gemini model itself, we will know because it will give us a console log that I added here. So okay, let's just try to add the hello translation and see what's happened. Okay, so it's returning an error. Let's see what's happening here. Hello. Okay, let's see what's happening. I think it's in the action. gonna call this, let's give it just a console log here, server, and see what's happening. Hello. Payload argument must be of type object. Receive it no. Okay. Okay, so if we can see that a new translation is generating correctly, but the cached result is not working as expected. So now we know that the problem is with it. So let's try to figure out what's going on. Let me just give a console log here. Okay, we'll call hello again. Okay, it exists. And then I'm returning this object. Let's give the console log here. Remove this. Hello again. Okay, the object is correct. Okay, so it's returning. Okay, result, it's returning to the problem is okay, I think it can be because of this unique type. I don't know, this unique index. Let me think. It's throwing an error here. Let's see if it's into here. Okay. After the Prisma hello. Yeah, I think it's because this unique constraint in the target word in our database. So let's just give it console log again here. Zero. Hello. Generate translation form. Let's see. Generate translation form. Okay. Action. This action here. Payload from data. Put the full value state word to translate. Okay, let's just try to load on with type object. See it no. Let's just try to change here, removing this unique index and run a migration again. So bmpx prisma migrate dev npm. Okay, removes target word unique constraint. Open the Prisma Studio again, and okay, let's just try to generate the translation again. Hello. Yeah, it was the 0. I don't know what, I don't know the reason why it was not logging this error, like a unique constraint failed. But yeah, now we have two hello translations here, but it didn't call the AI model again to this same translation because my database already have this value translated here. So let's go back to this Gemini function here, and as you can see, I added this console log called Gemini service. So if this system call uh, this AI model, it will log this text in my terminal. So let's just add a different translation here. So like different translate. It's a new word from my database, so translated successfully. Start in my database, and in my backend call it Gemini service. But if I try to generate uh, this same word as a translation, different, it's faster, it's very fast, and it is stored in my database again, but it didn't call the Gemini service again. So we just made a cached result here, and now let's just integrate with the front end itself. So okay, to these latest translations here, we uh, can just call uh, all the translations for this page, and then we can uh, order by created at, right? And then just get the latest translation and show here, and here we show all the translations. So it's simple. Const translations is equal await Prisma client translations find all, find many, but where user ID is equal user.id. Okay, so I will include to this return of this this Prisma call here, include phrase true. Okay, let's just give a console log here. So we just have all the translations and phrases related to this user. As I said, let's just add a order by here, order by created at, and I went in the desk. Yeah, because I want to get the most recent to the less recent. So yeah, 23, 23, 23, 48, 42, 24. Okay, I can just make it latest translation, translations 0, and translation history will be all the translations. Okay, so to this translation history we can add here so latest if okay so if translations dot length is equal 0, then we'll have this paragraph here, but if not, it will return the data itself. So I'm gonna add, like, let me think, add a div here, spawn with the latest translation dot target word. Let me go to the v0 to remember the layout itself. Okay, so it's just the word here, translated word in the sentences. Okay. Okay, let's just close this. I'm gonna add just a space right here for separate these things. Okay. Right. So I can have here like a class name, text XL, font bold, and just have a arrow here. Text meeting large. Okay. Just the equal sign on here. Right. the created ad, updated ad, content. Okay, this is to the phrase, and to related to the translation itself, we have created ad, target word, translated word from to. Okay, so just created ad and updated ad. I'm gonna add here like a p tag, created ad, latest translation, created ad. Just add a span tag again, created ad to locate the string. Let's see what we have here. Okay, but let's add a flex here, flex column, gap of 2. Should this span that has the created at information. Let's add text as m small and another color here, more okay, muted foreground. Okay, I'm gonna remove this 2 of padding here. Okay, it's good for me. Okay, just wrap this thing inside a div here. This one is flex code 2, and here we can have the phrase, the sentences itself. So latest translation, phrase, map. We can have a UL. With the key like phrase dot ID, and then this can be like 2 spans again, phrase dot content and phrase dot translated content. The content can have like text base, but font bold, and translated content can have text small. Okay, so you can see that in the small screen it's not working very well because of this because of the style that I added in the video before. So let's just remove this here. Let's just add a full here. Oh, I think it's not it. This is because of the header, but it's like this. Okay. Okay, so I think it's better. Okay, here we can have a style of flex code. Okay, text muted foreground, and here can be okay. Okay, I think it's good. Okay, I think it's good for now. Here is the latest translation. So if you try to translate another word like try and update the page, we just update this latest translation, but it's not updating the page automatically. So let me think. In the action right here, what if we revalidate the page before return? So we validate path. Let's see what we have. So if we try to, let me refresh the page. If you try to translate another word, okay, now it's updating the page automatically. And then we just have to add, like, can be the same layout for now, but not to latest translation. Not only to latest translation, you know, to all the translations. So let me close this right here. Let's open translation history. Okay, so if translations dot length is equal 0, you will just give me fallback here text, no translations found. But if it has one or more translations, it will return a map here, translations that map to each translation. We could like create a component to translation, but for now, to make things easier, I'm gonna just make directly in the page. So I'm gonna create a div with key translation.id. Okay, we can have let's open div 0 to remember again. Let's wait. Okay, so it's like a dialogue here, but let's just um, let's just add this simple thing here. Okay, here we have all the translations itself, but let's give a class name to it. With the shadow, large, rounded. Okay, with the padding, right. Let me just call pnpm binomial fix to adjust my code base. Okay, so I have a div here inside this bigger div to show the target word in the language from and the translated word in the language to. Okay. Now we can see that it's working. I think shadow large is too much. What about shadow medium? Okay. Let me try to add a overflow, maybe overflow by. What about 6? Okay, good. I just have to add a padding bottom of like 4, just a small screen. So median, I'm going to 0 this padding bottom. So in small screens, I will have a padding here. Padding, let me add just a margin because it has a border here, so it will remove this margin bottom. Margin bottom. Margin bottom. For Okay, so let me just add here like globally here, padding bottom of 4 to median screens and bottom 0. Okay, now it's working. It has a separation here between the like the footer, the bottom of the page, and this this box right here. Okay, the last word is word. Here I have the the scroll. Let me just add a padding here. 2 BG background. Let's see what happens. Padding of 4. Okay, it's better. Another, go through, try, change different. I think it's more in large screens like this one. We can just have like another the target word, the translated word, and then some information here like I don't know if it will be better to add everything in line here or one below each other. So let's just test. I just see what the Copilot have to us. Okay, it's good. But I want like a dialogue here. Dialogue. Dialogue behavior. Or not. I think this is good for now. I will not be perfectionist in the UI because this is not that's not the purpose of this project. But I think only adding the information like created ad for the translation itself, it will be good. Let's see in small screens. Okay, can make like just stop the server here because my PC it's not good. Okay. Now we can add to this text here like text XL. me think. Also, we can have like div here to wrap these two things. I think flex. And then here we can have the information about the grid at when this this translation was created. So let me just close this tab here, open another one, and see what we have for now. Okay, so we have a lot of translations here. Let's see in small screens. Okay, the search is not working, but yeah, let's try to do this search. Let me think. No, this search it will be like an additional for the next video or something, or maybe not implement this, but I think for now it's good. The project is a full stack project integrated with AI. I didn't focus it too much on the UI. I'm sorry, but this is not the purpose of this project. It's just to be a project integrated with AI. Maybe in the next video I will bring some news like uh, creating a better UI or something like that, and also another features like this search with the debounce here if you guys want to. But yeah, I think it's good. We have like a real project because like if I'm reading a book in English and I don't remember some word in this book, uh, I can just I can just open this website here, like type let me think, uh, deadline generated translation, and then it will like just translate to me and create three phrases, and it just takes like 2 seconds or 3 seconds, I don't know, but with just an input here and a click, it just generates a translation and uh, 3 sentences inserting this word in some context. So this is a real project that I thought, and yeah, that's it. I hope you guys liked this sequence of videos. Maybe I will upload a new video creating a better UI and implementing another features. But this is this is the video number 10. I think it's for now it's a full stack project, a real good one with Next.js, and that's it. Everything I made is available on the GitHub. I will put the repository in the link in the description of this video. And alright, I think it's good for now. Thank you guys for watching this video, and see you.